Praise God, folks. This is Truth Speaker again with some more news from the political world. As we know that the disgusting attacks on Hillary Clinton was just by Donald Trump was just, I mean, in reference to her bathroom. I mean, it was just disgusting. And I mean, now the political world is getting more ridiculous and buffoonish than ever before. And I'll put it this way, like I'll put it like this: I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm an independent voter, and the name of this is Bernie Sanders attacks Donald Trump will not get African American vote. And we'll start off this brief vid by telling you Bernie Sanders, he has showed no signs of retreat from his attack on Donald Trump's ridiculous rhetoric. On Monday, calling him Bernie Sanders called Donald Trump a pathological liar and criticized his repeated claims that Muslims celebrated the 9/11 attacks in New Jersey. Called Donald Trump a flat-out liar. Bernie Sanders, let me repeat this. Bernie Sanders called Donald Trump and his rhetoric a flat-out, bold-faced lie, and called Donald Trump a pathological liar. He said, I fear that Donald Trump is doing a great disservice to our country, international fanning. Wait a minute, let me read this again. I fear that Donald Trump is doing a great disservice to our country internationally, fanning hatred of the United States all over the world. The independent Vermont senator and Democratic presidential candidate told CBS this morning. Let me tell you this. This is getting more heated than ever before. Donald Trump, he's using profanity all over the place. He's attacking Hillary Clinton, which I believe me, I'm not telling him to I'm not agreeing with anything Hillary Clinton says. So please don't go there. But I'm going to just tell you, Bernie Sanders is correct. Donald Trump is a liar. But then again, so is Hillary Clinton. You know, it's ridiculous, Donald Trump and his attacks. But I want to say this. I want to get back to that. Go back to Bernie Sanders will not get the black vote. If you watch the polls, and I'm going to go into some notations that I took down. Hillary Clinton, just like her husband Bill Clinton, is Black America's #1 Democratic pick. Even though Bill Clinton did more damage to the African American community than Ronald Reagan or George Bush, both of them have ever done. Remember, it was Bill Clinton who started the war on drugs, or the war which virtually locked up more black people. Not that black people sell more drugs or use more drugs. That's a lie, and that's a proven factor. And this has nothing to do with ethnicity, but I just want to bring a fact out. Our black people will not read. So they'll go with anybody Al Sharpton or these reverends go for. Do you understand what we're getting at? This is the same thing Dr. James David Manning is telling you. And this is the same thing David Carroll is telling you. And so many other brothers. See, black people are noted, especially our black men, most of them will not read. Watch Bernie Sanders polls. Let me tell you something. 50% of whites, 9% of Hispanics, and 52% of blacks watched the Democratic debate, and they said Hillary Clinton won. Can you imagine that? Now here go look. In order to win, Bernie Sanders need to pay more attention to black pastors on Sunday, these TV evangelists, and watch how they get up there. This is what Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are masterful at. Do you understand that? No other ethnicity on earth will vote for them at such large numbers. Do you understand this? This man started a war that locked up more African Americans, even though African Americans didn't commit their crime in those years more than white, Hispanic, or anybody else. But they got locked up, more damage. I'll put it this way. He signed into law the NAFTA trade agreement, which caused jobs to go overseas by the tens of thousands and lost millions of people jobs. Do you understand that? He reformed welfare, which virtually one of the main reasons why the black family is like it is today. He also single-handedly caused the gentrification of Black Harlem. Yet, our people, and Hillary stood with him in accord 100%. She agreed with him and stood by her husband. Yet, these black pastors look like, well, you know who I'm talking about. I don't have to call no name, and there's no need to write me a lot of ridiculous, you just hate this one and hate that. No, I don't. Don't you understand? We have been free 150 years. We have been marching for over 50 years, marching with these self-appointed, ridiculous, not all, some of the civil rights leaders, and we're worse off now than we were 50 years ago. In 1963, we started marching for jobs and justice in Washington. 20 years later, you had the anniversary. We've been marching for jobs and justice. Here we are still, 50-something years later, still marching for jobs and justice. The African American prosperity is a social illusion. That's a fact. We own less now than we did 50 years ago. But anyway, that's a subject for another vid. The whole point of the thing is, African Americans will vote for Hillary Clinton. And if Bill Clinton could legally run for president, they'd vote for him at 97 or 98% still, no, even though he did more damage than any other Republican. Never mind. Let me just get back to the facts. And if anybody would like to deconstruct my argument, Google it, look it up. Go to all the university, go to everything you can find to deconstruct my argument. And like I say, black pastors on Sunday will be a representation of, remember, okay, I'll put it this way. Number 3, no movement in black America has happened mostly without let me put it this way, every movement in black America started, most of them, with the church. The civil rights era was started with the church in the 1950s, remember? Everything had a religious connection. I said everything had a religious, I didn't say a godly, I said a religious connection. True, God is in everybody being free. Do you understand? So he needs to watch these black pastors. If he want to get them, because remember, a lot of these pastors already endorsed Hillary Clinton already. So that's just 98% or 96 to 97% of black America right there. And I hate to put it like that, you know. And another thing, number 3, it's generational. Sanders does draw enormous political and fundraising energy from voting blocks. From a group that all candidates wish they were. Under 30 and millennials. But mostly white. Do you understand that? Bernie Sanders' voting bloc is mainly people under 30 and millennials. Mostly white. In order to make an impact into into black America, he has to turn to black pastors. Watch black pastors on Sunday and get them to join with him or get their support. That's the only way he's going to do it. God bless, folks. Pray for our country. Just Truth Speaker coming at you with some more truth. Keep the prayers. We really need it.